Enjoy the quiz. See you in about 5 minutes. Okay. That's the quiz. I hope you're doing them. I mean, I think it's a really easy way to finish your ACI courses, but they're all being recorded for people who are unable to do them now. We are moving on to class 6 of course 11, part 2, Way of Life. Root text by Master Shantideva. Commentary by Geltsub J. Class by Geshe Michael Roach. Here we go. Ooh. Mariana, explain the reason why bodhisattvas with great compassion feel no physical pain or mental suffering over giving away even their own bodies.
Mm, because they are giving it away for a good reason.
Here's my finger. Didn't feel a thing.
Yes. Um, Actually, I'm not sure if they don't feel physical pain. Maybe
They
they
don't.
do.
They don't. That's assumed by the question. Why? So if they didn't, why wouldn't they be able to feel physical pain? I mean, why does anything good happen to you? How about that?
Well, because the amount of merit is so big that they don't feel anything but bliss.
Yeah. And on what level does a bodhisattva not feel mental suffering? On the eight boom of the 10 boomies.
Seven or eight?
Huh?
7 or 8?
What's that?
7 or 8?
Yeah, yeah, eight. Uh-huh. Yeah. So this means they're so close to enlightenment that they're pretty much in bliss all the time. They're not they're not a Buddha yet, but they're so close that the thing that would least give them pain is giving something. They mastered that 8 levels before. Let's see. Read this.
These bodhisattvas have already advanced very far along the path, and so they have stopped negative deeds and have greatly reduced their tendency to see things as self-existent. They are therefore not creating the karma necessary to perceive these things as suffering.
Leads. Um, you would have this is this sounds like yeah, eighth, ninth, and 10th Bodhisattva levels. Yeah. They call them Wangtopa, those who have attained power. Hmm. Or the Satakpa, the pure levels. Meaning you're so close to Buddhahood. I mean, you're not a Buddha yet, but you're pretty Buddha-ish. Yeah. You'll get there, Mariana. If you already aren't there.
I
Suspicious.
don't know.
All right. Mike Hoffman.
Good morning.
Why are you awake? It's early.
I set my alarm.
Nice. Nice. Um, Mike, what are two things which, according to Master Shantideva, cause our all our physical and mental pain?
uh, Doing bad deeds
Yep,
and ignorance.
pretty much. I mean, karma and mental afflictions, right?
Yeah.
If ignorance is a mental affliction, if it's not, It's the root of the karma. You know, you could put it in either group, I guess. But yeah, ignorance and ignorance. Read this.
What causes our mental and physical pain are one, the tendency to believe in a self-existent me and mine, as well as two, bad deeds such as killing and the like.
Yeah, ignorance and karma. Mental afflictions and karma. Read this Uchen, Mr. Correct answer giver.
Ooh, uh, Kang, uh, Kangsoki,
Doc. Kongsak.
oh, yeah, Kangsaki, uh, Dak Dang, Dak Shenpa? He
Yes.
disappeared. He got enlightened with nothing left over.
That was it. That was the last.
That line is what did it.
I just needed one more merit, one more drop of merit. Oh, thank you, Mom.
Yes. Rejoice, rejoice. Quick, dedicate, lock it in.
I know. Yeah, Kongsaki Doc. Having a self, thinking the self is self-existent me, Tang and Tak Gear, mine. This R makes it like my stuff, like to me, for me, Shempa, holding to that belief, holding to those beliefs, being attached to those. Mm. And Sokchu Soki Dikpa. Dikpa bad deeds, such as killing, or the list of bad deeds that starts with killing. How many more? Well, I guess it's on infinite. Okay, forget it. All right, next. Am I going too fast, Maria? Maria's getting some karma. Your karma's building, Maria. What's going on? All right, who's next? Svetlana Berenzenitz? Are you here? Svetlana, будь ласка, читай.
Это меня или нет? Я не понимаю, просто извините. Ага, спасибо. Name and describe the four forces
Mhm.
are asked to smudge the things that work against effort aimed at helping all beings.
Дуже добрий.
Спасибо, первый раз читала. Спасибо.
Пожалуйста. Oh, good job. Okay. Yeah. Name and describe the four forces used to smash things that work against the efforts aimed at helping all living beings. Ugh. I don't remember this list. I know the five forces. I know the four forces of purification. Is it those? No, it's a different list. Okay, I forget this list. Okay, Svetlana, you're up.
The force of will where you feel a great desire to
Desire.
practice properly after contemplation upon karma and its consequences.
Yeah, karma.
Consequences. Не поняла. Ладно.
Consequences.
Consequences. Спасибо.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Очень хорошо. Uh,
Благодарю.
mupe top. The power of literally mupa means to aspire or to really want, right? So Geshe translates as will, which is nice. Yeah, this is true. If you really, really contemplate karma, then you're like, wait, then I need to figure out the the nicest ways to get the most merit, you know? And that's all you can think about because there's nothing else you can do, and you want to get to Buddhahood as fast as you can. So that's all you do. So that's the first one. Svetlana.
The force of steadfastness,
Hmm.
where you never undertake any activity before you first analyzed its
And
benefits,
hmm.
but where once you have analyzed
Hmm.
and activities benefit and undertaken it, you never turn back until you have brought it to its final end.
Yay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And if you want to do this one, you have to be careful about what you agree to do. Okay? Because Buddhist bodhisattva yogis don't stop until they finish what they agreed to do. Okay? Even if it takes 14 years to finish one book or something. All right? Tenpe top. Tenpa is like uh, something supported by something else. All right? This is not the support. This is something that has support. And top again is power of force. All right, Svetlana.
The force of joy, where you apply your effort without a break and feel insatiable in you like a child engrossed in a game.
Yeah. Yeah, this is good. Um, by the way, if you do this one, everything else is just happens. All right? If you can find a way to make all this fun. It is a game. It's a video game. It's karma. You have the points, and then but you have infinite lives. It's like playing Mario with infinite lives. You know when you play Mario and you die, but you just come back. You're like, look, a mushroom. Gahueto. All right. This is joy or bliss even, okay? Uh Dalam, the path to bliss is bliss. All right. The karma for bliss is bliss. The karma for enlightened bliss is enlightened bliss. You have to be enlightened to get the karma to be enlightened. All right. D. Svetlana.
Okay. The force of living off value, but for force effort until you are tired in body and mind, then off to rest properly, and after that to your efforts I am the ugly.
Immediately.
I immediately, I immediately.
Yeah.
Thanks. Very.
Yeah. This is amazing. You're welcome. Pожалуйста. Dorwa means to throw away. And this is amazing. If you can get, if you can be someone who won't stop for anything, right? But at the end of the day, you can be like, I'm gonna watch Netflix for a half hour. Okay? You are truly unstoppable. Because usually people who get really good at this one are really bad at this one. And usually people who are really good at this one never even start this truly. You know, I've been to the movies with my llama laughing. You know, he's got 45 corporations. Like actually, I'm not even like 43 is last I heard. All right. We're just laughing. The movie sucks. It's just stupid. You know, it doesn't matter. We're all just together. Okay? You understand? You're just laughing because you're with your teacher. Nothing else matters. All right? Um, all right. If you come to my house, I'll take you for a walk and we'll go to the swings in the playground. All right. All right. Question four. Milan, are you there?
Yes,
Read this.
relate and explain the metaphor used in the Sutra of the Diamond Painter to illustrate the kinds of confidence required for bringing to a successful conclusion on the good tips which are undertake,
Undertake.
undertake.
Yeah. I don't remember. What is the metaphor? I probably know it. I just don't remember the sutra it's related to. Read just let's just read it. Um, oh yeah, this one. Like this one. Yeah, read this.
Yes, this test states that when the sun shines upon the earth, it is never stopped from shining by the fact that some people may be blind or that some mountains may be taller than others. The sunlight touch any location that is ready to receive it just so Bodhisattva perform their activities for the sake of others. Their deeds are never stopped by the problems that certain individual may have in receiving them, and these deeds ripen and liberate those people who are ready to receive them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like the Buddha's always there, but if you don't have the karma, I mean, if the Buddha's omniscient to themselves, if the Buddha's are omniscient to themselves, then yeah, it is like the sun. They're everywhere, right? Their mind is everywhere. So it's just our karma that we don't see them. They're trying to talk to us right now. Maybe through this homework. All right. That's G-Box. Whoa, there's 9. I have to read a couple. So I have to make sure I'm ready for my next class. All right, I'll read the next 2 or something. What is Master Shantideva's reasoning for saying that we should be willing to undertake our deeds on behalf of living beings, all by ourselves, even if no one else helps us? Here, I don't remember exactly what Master Shantideva says, but I'll tell you this. No one is going to help you. That is the reason that you should do it. And if they do, they'll do it poorly. Because otherwise they wouldn't help you. They would just do it. Why would they be helping you? They'd be the llama. I'm half joking, but mostly if you're on this track, you are you are eons ahead of beings. People are trying to get, I don't know, billions of dollars so they can have 20 homes that they don't live in while people die on the street. That's their dream. The exact opposite of bodhisattva behavior. Okay? So if you care about any of this, you've been practicing for eons and you are very close to the goal. So don't worry about it. You don't need help. Any problems you see is your fault anyway. So shut up. Shut up, word. Stop complaining. Oh my God, I think Master Shantideva agrees. He says that since the great majority of living beings have no idea at all what they should do, even to help themselves, for they are at the complete mercy of their mental afflictions, it is no surprise that they might be unwilling to help us in the deeds meant to aid all other beings. Therefore, we should be ready at all times to undertake our virtuous deeds gladly by ourselves, without any help from anyone else at all. Yeah. By the way, people don't believe in enlightenment. They don't believe in the wish. They don't believe in nirvana. If you go on the internet, they say your problems will never stop. You'll be like this forever. Enlightenment's impossible. Don't listen to any of that ever. Okay? It's illogical. Understand? All right, here's the verse. Nyungmong wang me jikten de rangden jopar min pe jowe dak tar min te tewe taki di jao. Look, it's only 6 in the last line. You must separate. It must be ja. Oh, okay. Anyway, it's saying, uh, hey, they have no power because they're full of negativity. Um, did I say di for this or it's D? Um, the people of the world, the Rangden Drippar Minnipa, they don't even have power to get their own stuff. They don't have the power to get happy. They have $1 billion and they're angry and evil. Or they have no money and they're depressed and tired. Pick your choice. Or they're middle class and unsatisfied. Drove Doctor Minute. Um, yeah, they don't have power. Why would they don't have the power to help you? And you know, Dewe Taki Di Jiao. Therefore, just do it yourself. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. All right, next one. Explain the metaphor of the crow, the snake, and the Garuda. Is this, I think, let me see. Uh, a crow thinks they're like a Garuda. A Garuda is this huge mythical bird that's like a giant, like shining, like eagle, like being, and the crow is like small and kind of like, selfish. So like, I forget the snake part, but I like a crow shouldn't try to do what a Garuda can, is what I remember. Uh, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Even a crow can act like a great Garuda bird, the traditional foe of vipers, in attacking a snake which is already dead. Oh. If our attempt to practice the remedies for suffering life are weak, then even a small obstacle, such as feeling somewhat discouraged, can stall our efforts completely. I see. Yeah, crow can act like it's all tough, like with a dead snake. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah, don't get discouraged. Karma, emptiness. That's it. If you have a problem, it's because of you. Number 7, list the 5 of the problems associated with pride, which Master Shantideva cautions us to avoid as we build up our positive feelings of confidence in our practice. Mm, I don't know. The problems of pride are infinite.
Well, first of all, it's probably uh thinking that our practice is better than someone else's, like,
Yeah,
and proud
come
of
on.
it. Um,
What else?
and vice versa too, like just comparing to anyone, because I guess that comparing to a better practitioner and being all like, feeling bad about yourself because of that is also pride, right?
It is. It's kind of pride.
Mm.
Anything else? Mhm.
Also, maybe just um, what's the word for it? Like talking about your practice too much, like, being all proud and telling everybody that, hey, I'm so good, and about all your achievements. Yeah.
My Tibet. Read these, Mariana.
Oh, okay. It will drag us to the lower realms.
Good. Nyendor tri. Tri means lead, literally. And Nendro is the bad places. You'll go to the bad places, okay? Uh, Geshe uses drag, which is sexier. Read this.
Okay, I probably didn't understand the question. Okay. Even if we are born human, it will ruin the feast of happiness we could have enjoyed.
Yeah. There's infinite problems with pride. It doesn't matter. These are
Mhm.
just some options, okay? Um, yeah. Yeah, even if you do become human, you have this horrible thing that stops you from using your human life in the utmost way. Yi Dewa Chom. It will destroy um your your happiness, your literally mental happiness, but just your happiness. Yeah. Okay, keep read this.
We'll have to live by begging without enough to eat.
Yeah, pride is a complete misunderstanding of karma, okay? Any compliment you ever got, any goodness, any good quality you ever had comes from helping other people. So if you think you have some good quality just because you're you, it is the ultimate stupidity. And it's the exact thing that will lead you not to have the good quality. It's the joke of samsara. It's horrible, right? You get good looking from being humble. You have all these good qualities because you help people and you did it lovingly. But then you die and you forgot and now you're stupid. Long mood.
Wait,
So
what about being happy about the good things we get, like being happy with ourselves about being good and that yielding good things. Like, oh, I
that
just got this really good thing. Like, oh man, I must have been so amazing to have received this.
yeah, no, that's perfect. I had to have done something good if I'm getting something good. You should think that all freaking day. And people confuse that with pride. Be like, I shouldn't be happy. That's too pride. No, no. And then you have all these people doing all these amazing things, and their karma doesn't ripen fast because they don't rejoice because they think it's negative, but it's the opposite. What you're saying is called tartuk in our sangha, okay? Which means after you do after the commission of a good deed, you should be like, that is the smartest thing I that someone could do. I am so smart to do a good thing. It will only yield good results. Good job. Okay? That's not pride. That's intelligence. Read this. Did we read that one already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Longmu Toa. Um, you'll you'll like begging. Toa. That will be uh your job, your way of getting sustenance. All right. Mariana, please.
We will we will have to live as subjects of others, as slaves or servants.
Yeah, I feel like there's a live missing, right?
Mhm.
We live as the subjects of others, as slaves or servants. Yeah. Some you'll live under some stupid political party that is trying to destroy literally the world. Okay. They moved the doomsday clock closer to 12 when certain people get into power. All right. There's a doomsday clock that says how close humanity is to destroying itself. The scientists keep. And it's the when certain people tweet, they like move it closer. They're like, I'm not joking. This is actually what's happening. Seriously. So yeah, you'll live like that, like being like, I hope they don't tweet again. Stop going on social media. Okay. Shengi Wangdu Kyurpa. Um, you will live as others under the power, Wangdu, of others, Shen. All right. Mariana.
We will be stupid, lacking intelligence.
You know what the worst thing about being stupid is?
Is that everybody suffer because of that, except for the one who's stupid.
No, you're too stupid to know you're stupid.
And that too.
No, because then you can't even stop. It's hard to stop being stupid. Like, no, I'm not even being like funny. Like seriously, there's a thing. I forget what it's called. Like there's studies. They're like, why do dumb people think they're smart? You know? Uh, but basically, you're too dumb to not think you're smart. It's karma. It's the cycles. Shepa lempa. Lempa means this lempa means. I mean, it means an idiot. Yeah, fool, something like that. I think it has another meaning, doesn't it mean? I'm thinking of kukpa. Kuk- Kukpa literally means can't speak. Like the English word dumb originally came from someone who can't speak. Now it's pejorative, so they they say mute now, but I thought lempa was something like that. No, it's just foolish. Okay. Yeah, it's just dumb. Okay, cool. Here. Next.
We will be ugly physically.
Uh, read this.
Submitukpa.
Yeah, your soul, your form, your physical form will be miduk, ugly. Duk means beautiful. Dukpa. Why does duknel mean suffering if duk means beautiful? It's the same spelling. It's a transpronunciation because the Sanskrit is duk, dukkha. So me and Geshe talked about it. I'm pretty sure the Tibetans just heard dukkha and they picked a word close to it. It has nothing to do with beauty. It's just duk. It's the sound from some Sanskrit, duk. So they put ngel, I guess, to make it a verb, or I don't know, something like that. I only have like a couple minutes. I have to get ready for my next class. I'm just gonna read. We will have no self-confidence. Nyam chungwa. Yeah. We have this nyam means nyampa. I thought that nyam meant weak. So we'll be like little and weak. Oh no, that nyam means power. I think with an S it means weak. Uh, maybe not. But anyway, yeah, nyam chungwa. That makes more sense anyway. Um, yeah, we'll be weak or no self-confidence. We'll be abused by others, even we have done nothing to hurt them. Shengi Niepa. Um, this yeah, I guess is like the verb of a bad deed. Um, others will treat us badly, literally. All right. Relate and explain the metaphor of the razor and the honey. Oh my God, this is the most famous metaphor ever. It's in the garden. I first read it in the garden and I was like, oh my God. Um, and Master Johnny Deva was saying, does honey taste good? And you're like, yeah, of course. So you'd want to lick honey, right? Yeah, of course. Would you want to lick honey on a razor blade? You'd be like, what? That sounds horrible. But you just said honey tastes good. But yeah, but right after, I wouldn't want to get cut. Oh, then you shouldn't do bad deeds. Get it? It feels good for 1 second, and then you're bleeding. The honey consists of all the attractive sense objects of this realm. The razor is the fact that we cannot satisfy us, that they cannot satisfy us, no matter how much we consume them, and ultimately they lead us to negative deeds that cause more of the circle of suffering. Pudri, which is a razor blade. Pudri sur um, chakpe drangti shin. Dupa nam ne nyompa me. Um, a razor blade for every each of our desires. Drangti, like a razor blade of desire with honey smeared on it. Drangti me nyompa me, never satisfied. Dupa nam ne, for all those desires. We'll be never satisfied for all those desires. Um, Sansara is like a razor blade with honey smeared on it. We think it's attractive and awesome, but no matter how much we lick it, we'll just hurt ourselves and bleed all over our friends and family. What reason does Master Shantideva use to prove that we are capable of watching our minds closely and keeping them away from anger and the like? This one's super famous. He's saying, if I gave you a bowl of hot tea and was like, walk to the end of the room and don't spill any, you'd be you would spill some because it's hard if it was filled to the brim. But if I held a gun to your head and was like, if you spill one drop, I'm gonna kill you, you'd be like, you'd miraculously be able to do it. In that same way, if you really understood the consequences of your bad deeds, you would never hurt anybody. Suppose a person gave us a bowl of oil and told us to walk across a room with it, and then followed us with a sword at our neck and told us he would slice our throats if we spilled even a single drop. We would never spill the drop. This proves that if we set our minds to it, we are capable of extraordinary concentration and avoiding mental afflictions if we really want to. What's another name for developing the wish? Semke. Then I have to go. How else can you say Semke in this book is all about Semke, Bodhicitta, right? How to be someone with Bodhicitta in your heart. How else can you say that?
Shanta?
Say say Mike, say Lo
Lo?
Jong.
Jung.
Lo Jong. Same. Developing a heart of goodness. Lo Jong is how to actually practice all of this. How to put it to practice. And Master Shantideva might be the greatest author in history for that. After my Lama. Okay? They're tied. My Lama is Master Shantideva, so it's okay. You get it? Seriously. This is how you practice. All right. I will droppeth the mic if I have to go to G box. If you want to come and hear more of my bad jokes and hear me make another translator's life difficult, here is the link in the chat. It's the same one as Song's Tower, okay? Yeah, I think you are, Mariana. It's suffering of change too, yeah. But the suffering of suffering is the suffering of change if you think about it. I'm sure. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. If you're coming to class now, sorry we started an hour earlier. Come to G-Box. The link is there. It's the same as Song's Tower. Bye, everybody. Love you. Thanks, Maria. I'm sure you did a good job.
Okay, so
Thanks,
much.
Terry. Bye, Milan.